All right, so let us look at some multiple choice questions based on area and perimeter, based on the things that we've been learning for the last 3 days. I'm going to start at question number 6. So question number 6, we're asked, it says the area of the figure above is, well guys, the figure above is a composite shape. So everybody should know that in order to work this, we have to divide it into 2 or more known shapes. So I'm going to put my dividing line here. All right, I won't need this 8 anymore. This is A and this is B. So the total area would be the area of A plus the area of B. So area would be the area of A, which is 6 times 2, length times width, plus the area of B, which is 7 times 2. So this is 12 plus 14. So the answer here is 26 centimeters square. So the answer for number 6 is A. All right, let's go for 7. For number 7, we're told in number 7 that the area of a triangle is 30 centimeters square and its base is 10 centimeters. What is the perpendicular height? So this is what I told students. Write the formula for area. So area is equal to half base times height, and this is equal to 30. Let's put in what we know. So it's a half times the base, which is 10, times the height, which we don't know, is equal to 30. A half of 10 is 5. 5 times h is 5h, is equal to 30. Divide both sides by 5, and what we end up with is h is equal to 6. Number 7, the answer is also A. Number 8, we're told that the lengths of the sides of a triangle are x, 2x, and 2x centimeters if the perimeter is 20. So this is an isosceles triangle, 2x, 2x, and x. The perimeter, which is 2x plus 2x plus x, to get the perimeter, you have to add up all 3 sides, is equal to 30. So what we have is 5x is 30. It says 2x, 2x, and x. It's not 30, it's 20. Why nobody could even tell me? So this is 20. 20, divide both sides by 5, and we get x is equal to 4. What is the value of x? X is 4. Number 9 says a square has the same area. A square has the same area as a rectangle with its sides, length 9 centimeters, length 9 centimeter, and 16 centimeters. What is the length of one side? The length of the side of the square. So the square, the area of the square, which is what? L square, is the same as the area of the rectangle, which would be length times width. So the area of the square, which is L square, is the same as the area of the rectangle. So here, L square would be equal to 144. Guys, the opposite of square is square root. So L is the square root of 144. L is 12. All right. Lastly, number 10. We're told, number 10 says, what is the perimeter of a square whose area is 625 centimeters square. Well, if this is a square, I know that the area which is L square is equal to 625. The opposite of square is square root. So it's the square root of 625, which is 25. So the perimeter now of the square, the length of one side is 25. The perimeter is 4 times the length. So this is 4 times 25. The perimeter is 100 centimeters. The answer here is C. All right, so let's just turn the page and do some more. All right, so question 11 says, a rectangular picture frame has a border area of 32 centimeters square, given that the external dimensions are 10 centimeters square, 10 by 8 centimeters. What are the most likely dimensions of the picture? So let me explain the question to you. So the idea here is that there's a picture frame, and inside the frame, there's the picture. So we have the picture frame and we have the picture inside. Now we're told that the border, this is the border. We're told that the border area, the area of this border is 32 centimeters square. We're told that the external dimensions are 10 centimeters by 8 centimeters. So what we're being asked now is, what is the most likely dimensions of the picture? Well, if I take away the border from the entire thing, 8 times 10, 8 multiplied by 10, or 10 multiplied by 8 will give me the area of everything, including the picture. So the area of the picture would be the area of the entire thing, which is 10 multiplied by 8. 10 multiplied by 8 will give me the area of the picture plus the area of the frame. 10 multiplied by 8 will give me the area of the picture multiplied by the plus the area of the frame. Now, if I take away the area of the frame, which is what? 32, I have 80 minus 32, this is 48 centimeters square. So the area of the picture is 48 centimeters square. If I multiply the length of the picture by the width of the picture, I'm supposed to get 48 centimeters square. The issue now is, which of these answers, what are the most likely dimensions of the picture? Which two numbers up there, so when I multiply them together, I get 48? And the answer for that is A. The most likely dimensions of the rectangle are 8 by 6. The most likely dimensions of the rectangle is 8 by 6, because 8 multiplied by 6 is 48. Guys, number 12. Number 12 says the area of a rectangle is 53 centimeters square. If the length is multiplied by 4 and the width is half, the area would then be, all right, interesting little question. So the area of a rectangle, so we multiply the length by the width of this rectangle, and we get the area, which is what? 53.6 centimeters square. Next, we are told that the length is multiplied by 4. So the new length, the second length, would be 4 times L, which is 4L. Now, and the width is half. So the new width would be what? W over 2, because we're told that the width is what? Halved. So the new area would be L2 times W2, which would be equal to 4L, that is L2, times W2, which is what? W over 2. 2 into this goes what? 2. So it's 2 times length multiplied by width. But length multiplied by width is what? 53.6. So it's going to be 2 times 53.6. The final answer here is 107.2 centimeters square. Guys, if you multiply the length and the width of a rectangle and get 53.6 centimeters square, then you multiply the length by 4 and divide the width by 2. The new area would be 2 times the first area. It would be 107.2 centimeters square. Guys, number 14. Number 14 says the diagram shows a rectangle with one diagonal drawn. The area of the shaded part of the rectangle is, well, this is sort of easy. All right, because this diagonal, it divides the rectangle into two equal halves. So the area of the shaded would be the length 6 times the width 4 divided by 2, because the shaded area, the shaded region is exactly half the area of the rectangle. The answer for this is balloon. All right, just like code, and the answer for 12 is C. All right. All right, so let's have a look at question number 15. It says, what is the perimeter of the shape above? What is the perimeter of the shape above? Now, what I would say, if you're asked to find perimeter, perimeter is the length of the distance going around the shape. All right, so I would not calculate perimeter unless I know the length of every edge of the shape. So here, from here to here is 8. From here to here is what? 6. So the rest of the distance must be 2. So here is 2 centimeters. Guys, from here to here is 6. From here to here is 4. So the rest of the distance, which is from here to here, must be 2. So if that's 2, it means that this is also 2. So now that I know the length of all the edges, I just simply add to get the perimeter. So the perimeter is equal to 2 plus 8 plus 6 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6. This is 10, 10, 20, and 8. This looks like 28 centimeters. So the answer here is C. Number 16 says the area of the trapezium above is. So the formula for the area for trapezium is area is equal to a half A plus B times H. A and B are the lengths of the parallel sides, because a trapezium is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. So if I could say that this is A and this is B, A and B are the parallel sides. So it's a half times 8 plus 12 times the height, which is 3. Remember, height is associated with rectangle. Sorry, height is associated with the right angle. So for that reason, 5 could not be the height. The height is 3. So it's a half of 20 times 3. The answer here is 30 centimeters square. A half of 20 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. The answer is 30 centimeters square. 17 says the sides of a triangle are x, x minus 1 and x plus 2. So there is a triangle. The sides are x minus 1 and x plus 2. It says the perimeter is 31. You get perimeter when you add up all the sides. So it's x plus 2 plus x minus 1 is equal to 31. So we have 3x plus 1 is equal to 31. 3x is equal to 30 minus 1, which is 30. Divide both sides by 3, and we get x is 10. What we're asked is, what is the length of the shortest side? The shortest side is actually 9. Question number 17, the answer is 9. This is x, which is 10. This is x, which is 10 plus 2, 12. X minus 1 will be 10 minus 1, which is 9. So the sides of the triangle are 9, 10, and 12. So the shortest side would be 9. All right, let's have a look at 19 now. All right, this is 19. 19 says, which of the following below has an area equal to a half 3 plus 12 times 5. So the shapes in the answer there are trapezium. Each shape is a trapezium, so it's a half. The formula is what? A plus B times H. So that's a half. 3 plus 4 times the height, which is 5. Guys, now what we need to do is to look for a triangle where the parallel sides are 3 and 4 and the height is 5. The answer for that question is, the answer for this one is C. The trapezium at C, the area of the trapezium at C is a half 3 plus 4, a half of 3 plus 4 multiplied by 5. The answer is C. Guys, please do 18 and 20. Please do 18 and 20. All right, question 18 and 20. Question 18 says, the area in centimeters square of the trapezium above is, so the area of the trapezium would be a half of the sum of the parallel sides. So that's 7 plus 11 times the height, which is 3. So this is a half of 18 times 3. The answer is 27. 18, the answer is 27. 20 says the area of the trapezium above is, so the area would be a half the sum of the parallel sides, 8 plus 18 times the height, which is 5. Notice height is associated with the right angle, and that is why 3 is not the height. The height is 5. So it's a half times 26 times 5. A half of 26 is 13. 13 times 5 is 65 centimeters square. All right, so we're moving down nicely. Let's turn the page and do some more questions. All right, so let's go for 21, 22, 21, 22, 24, 25. And let's see if we can get 26 in there. All right, so 21. All right, let's just do 4. 21, 22, 24, and 25. 21, 22, 24, 25. You have 6 minutes. All right, so question 21 says, the area of the trapezium above is 15. What is the value of x? Well, you could work this out or you could reason it out. Now, the area of the trapezium above is a half the parallel sides, which is x plus 6. Those are the parallel sides, times the height, which is 3, and this is equal to 15. Now, guys, in order for this to be equal to 15, all of this would have to be equal to 5. In order for what is on the left to be equal to 15, everything that is in that rectangle there must be equal to 5. Now, for everything in the rectangle to be equal to 5, x plus 6 must be equal to 10, because a half of 10 is what? 5. For x plus 6 to be 10, x has to be 4. So that's one thing you could have done. You could have reasoned it out. If you didn't know how to work it out, you could have reasoned it out. I could also work it out equally as easy. It's not difficult. All right, so if I want, this could be 3, if I want to work it out, 3 into x plus 6 over 2 is equal to 15 over 1. Cross multiply, we get 3 into x plus 6 is equal to 2 times 15, which is 30. If I want, I could divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the 3. When I do, I'm going to have x plus 6 is equal to 10. So x must be equal to 10 minus 6, x is 4. So you're seeing that I could have reasoned it out. I didn't have to. If working it out was a challenge, I could have reasoned it out. Guys, number 22 says, the distance around the edge of a circular pond is 88. The distance around a circular pond is called the circumference. So the circumference, which is 2 pi r, is equal to 88. If I want to find the radius, I need to get rid of 2 pi. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. And if I do, I'm going to get that the radius is equal to 88 divided by 2 pi. For 22, the answer is D, or dance. Guys, 24 says the circumference of a circle is 132. So the circumference, which is 2 pi r, is equal to 132. So 2 times 22 over 7 times r is equal to 132. It looks very familiar, like a question we did already. So 44r over 7 is equal to 132 over 1. Cross multiply. 44r is equal to 7 times 132. Divide both sides by 44. And we get r is 21. Because 44 into 132 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21. So the answer for 24 is balloon. 25. 25, it says the circle shown in the diagram, not drawn to scale, has center O. Then we're told that the area of the circle in centimeter square is, well guys, this line here must be the diameter. How do I know it's the diameter? It touches the circumference at 2 points and it passes through the center. So if the diameter is 6, it means that the radius is equal to 6 over 2, which is 3. The area is equal to pi r squared. This is 22 over 7. Sorry. Notice, do you notice that there pi is in the answer? So in essence, what you do is that you don't put in a value for pi, you just put back pi because pi is in the answer. The radius is 3, so it's 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. The answer is 9 pi. So guys, because pi is in the answer, you don't put in a value for pi. You just simply leave pi, put in the radius, which is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 times pi is 9 pi.